Jim Wyatt, senior editor and writer for the Tennessee Titans, reports that the Titans have agreed to terms with Adam Kuhn, a wrestler who could compete on the offensive line for the Tennessee Titans. Kuhn was a three-time NCAA All-American wrestler at Michigan, where he had a 116-15 college career. Earlier this year, Kuhn had earned a spot on the men's Olympic wrestling team, but he failed to qualify for the 2021 Olympic Games. Now, the 6'5", 300-pounder is turning his focus towards football, and he's expected to compete on the offensive line, most likely at guard. NFL's writer Kevin Petra reports to us that Greg Olsen's son TJ provides us with an update following his heart transplant. The former NFL tight end posted on his Instagram a video of TJ Olsen thanking everyone. Last Friday, Greg Olsen announced that his son had been matched for a heart transplant and would be undergoing a procedure. If you refer to one of our last videos, we let you guys know that TJ was born with a congenital heart defect in 2012. He's undergone 3 open heart surgeries and lived with a modified heart for the past 8 years. Last month, Greg Olsen announced that the modified heart was reaching its end and TJ would likely need a transplant. Following the surgery, TJ is now on the road to recovery. Everyone in the NFL and everyone here at TMM continues to root for TJ and the Olsen family. Get well soon, TJ. Jason LaCanfora of CBS Sports writes that Julio Jones may not be the only blockbuster trade on the NFL horizon. For the past month, the media has been all up in arms with the Julio Jones stories. LaCanfora reports that Chandler Jones is also in a similar situation in Arizona, and things are not rosy between the player and the team. Despite being one of the elite pass rushers of his generation, Jones is still on an old contract with no guaranteed money, and there hasn't been any word of talking about extending him. Chandler has yet to show up to an off-season practice despite living year-round near the facility. The team leader who's done nothing but represent the team with class on and off the field, and someone who could be held up as an example to others. Not only is he a no-show, he has also deleted every reference to the Arizona Cardinals from his social media. LaCanfora reports that he probably isn't fired up to play out an expiring contract, one with zero guarantees or protection whatsoever. NFL.com reports that ex-Colts defensive back Malik Hooker is visiting with the Steelers. Injuries may have derailed Malik Hooker's career, but teams continue to show interest in the young safety's potential. Hooker, who's 25, also visited with the Dolphins and the Cowboys this offseason. Since being drafted 15th overall in 2017, Hooker's had 2 promising seasons bookended with devastating injuries. Hooker's 2022 campaign ended after he tore his Achilles in Week 2, and his rookie year, he appeared in 7 games before suffering a torn ACL in Week 7. During the 2018 and 2019 seasons, Hooker tallied 95 tackles, 7 passes deflected, and 4 interceptions. He also started 27 games during that span. Tim Daniels of Bleacher Report writes that Ezekiel Elliott is facing a lawsuit for an alleged dog attack at the Texas spa. A Texas pet spa worker has filed a lawsuit against Dallas Cowboys running back after his Rottweiler allegedly attacked the man in March. TMZ Sports reports that the man is seeking between $250,000 and $1 million in damages. The man was stating he was seriously injured during the attack. This is the 3rd time that Elliott's dogs have been publicly accused of attacking people, per TMZ. Last June, the Cowboy star was sued by a woman who said she was ambushed by the Rottweiler and 2 bulldogs while she was cleaning his pool. And in May, the Frisco Police Department announced an investigation after 3 dogs allegedly escaped Elliott's home and bit 2 neighbors. Dallas is scheduled to kick off the 2021 campaign September 9th against the reigning Super Bowl champions Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's been no indication that the legal trouble involving his dogs will impact Elliott's availability for the new season. Mike Florio of NBC Sports reports Packers CEO Mark Murphy believes that the situation with Aaron Rodgers is splitting the fan base. Murphy does a periodic question and answer column where he'll answer some of the fans' questions. This is where he stated that he believes the Rodgers situation is splitting the fan base. In the same column, Murphy writes that head coach Matt LaFleur and offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett have really liked what they've seen from Jordan Love this offseason. He goes into discussing how the pandemic last offseason really impacted Jordan's rookie year. We will have to wait and see when Rodgers decides he's going to return, but until then, it seems like the Green Bay Packers are confident in Love as their starter. ESPN reports the Atlanta Falcons agreed to trade star wide receiver Julio Jones to the Tennessee Titans on Sunday. In exchange for Jones, the Titans will send a 2022 second-round draft pick and a 2023 fourth-round draft pick to the Falcons. Along with Jones, the Falcons will send a 2023 sixth-round pick to the Titans, and the Titans will pick up the remainder of Julio Jones' contract. This all pending until Julio Jones passes the Titans' physical. Excited to add Julio to the football team. He's excited to be a part of what we've got going on in Nashville. It's a big day for our team, the Titans general manager John Robinson reports. Robinson also stated that the Titans will have to work on Jones' contract to fit everyone under the salary cap. Robinson indicated that this would likely be through restructuring contracts and not cutting players. Several Titans players expressed their excitement on Twitter, including A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, Taylor Lewan, and Ryan Tannehill. The Titans lost two of their top pass catchers in free agency as a wide receiver Corey Davis signed with the New York Jets and tight end Jonnu Smith signed with the New England Patriots. Jones has been the subject of a trade conversation over the past 2 months in Atlanta. By moving Julio after June 1st, it offers the Falcons relief against the cap. Julio, 32, is the Falcons' career leader in catches, yards, and only second to Roddy White in touchdown receptions. The Falcons do have options to fill in for Jones. Calvin Ridley, whose fifth-year option Atlanta picked up in May, will slide to the number 1 receiver role. The combination of 2021 first-round pick Kyle Pitts, Russell Gage, Olamide Zaccheaus, and 6th-round pick Frank Darby will see bigger roles with Jones elsewhere. Bleacher Report's Rob Goldberg reports that Julio Jones didn't know he was on TV when Shannon Sharpe called about the trade. It seems Julio Jones was really tricked into disclosing his future plans on live television last month. I have it on good authority that Jones had no clue he was on national TV when he said to Shannon Sharpe, "I'm out of there," 2 weeks ago, which led to his trade request becoming public, Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated reported. We reported about the incident a few shows ago when Shannon Sharpe on Undisputed called Julio Jones on air. At the very least, this could lead to other players thinking twice about answering Sharpe when he calls in the future. Jelani Scott of NFL.com reports that Packers' Aaron Rodgers will not be expected to report to minicamp. In the latest development on the ongoing saga between Rodgers and the Packers, NFL Network's Tom Pelissero noted that there's no change in regards to the star's status per an informed source. Barring any overnight developments, Rodgers will officially become a holdout. His decision to sit could possibly cost him up to $93,000 in fines should he miss all 3 days of minicamp. In the meantime, Green Bay will have to continue on and prepare for the 2021 campaign as management further works to repair its relationship with the future Hall of Fame quarterback. Although Aaron Rodgers' missing will be a massive loss, Ian Rappaport reports that the receiving corps, most notably Devontae Adams, are all expected to be back for minicamp. Last week we showed you Cooper Kupp making an incredible catch in the end zone. This week, the check down posted on Twitter Ceedee Lamb mossing dudes at Cowboys camp. Which of these two catches was more insane? Let us know in the comments. That's going to wrap it up for our NFL news. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to TMM and click the bell to be notified whenever we post in the future. Stay tuned.